Hey folks, it's me, Michael Bach, your diversity dude, and this is Monday Morning Musings. First off, I need to acknowledge that yes, I recognize today is Tuesday, but yesterday was Family Day here in Ontario, and I took the day off. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something that happened last week that got me a bit upset. I actually had a different topic that I was going to do today, but this has really got me a bit bent out of shape. So last Friday, or Thursday night, I guess, a little girl by the name of Riya Rajkumar in the city of Brampton went missing. At about 11 p.m., the Brampton police issued an Amber Alert, and about midnight, they rescinded the alert because, unfortunately, they had found little Riya dead. And they actually, because of the Amber Alert, were able to identify her father, Rupesh Rajkumar, and have arrested him. And that's not what I want to talk about. It's tragic. I'm gutted for this poor family, and an 11-year-old girl being killed allegedly at the hands of her father is just disgusting and tragic, but that's not the point. The point is what happened on social media and what happened in the city of Brampton and the region afterwards. Apparently, so goes the story, a large number of people called 911 to complain to the Brampton police about the Amber Alert because it disturbed their sleep. It was inconvenient to get it at 11 o'clock at night, et cetera, et cetera. And social media has lit up about this with people on both sides of the fence, some saying, oh, stop being such a-holes, and then some people saying, we don't need these Amber Alerts. And I'm firmly on one side of this, as you can possibly imagine. But it's such a sad statement when people are complaining about an Amber Alert. And it got me thinking about social media and the selfishness and self-interest in the world nowadays, where people actually had the gall to pick up the phone, call an emergency service to complain because an Amber Alert went off. And I want, for those of you who would actually have done that, I want you to think about this. Imagine if that was your child that went missing. Imagine if it was your parent who'd gone missing, your sibling, a loved one of yours that was missing. Wouldn't you want that Amber Alert to go off on everyone's cell phone at 11 p.m. or 2 a.m. or whatever time? The whole idea of the Amber Alert system is to allow the police to be able to find the child, find the missing person in a very short amount of time. Yes, it is very disturbing when your cell phone goes off because it's loud. It is not a subtle noise if you've never heard it. But that's the whole point. It's meant to wake you up and say, have you seen this child? Have a little compassion. Think before you act. Think before you pick up the phone and call 911 and say, how dare you issue this Amber Alert? It disturbed me. What does that say about our society when we would do something like that? And people on Twitter with the messaging, we need to check ourselves. I am an avid social media user, but I think before every single character. I sometimes reread tweets 2 and 3 times to make sure they're not going to be offensive. I have been called all sorts of names on social media, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, and I don't read them because they're so hurtful. People need to actually stop and check themselves. So think about that. The next time you want to call someone a name on social media, would you do it to their face? And if not, you shouldn't do it on social media. If you don't have the balls to say something to someone's face, then you shouldn't do it hiding behind your digital wall. That's it for me. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you're thinking about the things that you do on social media. Remember to follow me and subscribe to all of my platforms. My channel here on YouTube, click on the link. You can also connect with me on Twitter Facebook and Instagram. The links are down below. I'm also going to post a link to a couple tweets that I saw related to this and a message from the Brampton Police. And I also want to say before I go, thank you to police services across the country for the work you do. It is a thankless job, but know that some people, like myself, do appreciate it. That's it. Have a great week. We'll see you next week for another episode of Monday Morning Musings.